For a few years now, I had been wanting to do videos talking about each of my albums and talk about specific songs and give you guys the story behind each of those songs in case you had ever wondered why I wrote a certain song or why I say a certain thing on a song or what they meant. Not only that, but also talking about the album cover and the story behind that. I don't know how many takes I'm gonna take to do these, but I'm gonna try to just go with it. If I don't finish talking about a certain album in one video, I'm gonna make a part 2, 3, 4, whatever. We're gonna begin with my first album, Brown is Beautiful, which was released in 2006. There was also a remastered version that was released a few years after that one, but we are going to focus on the first release album cover. The songs we can focus on the remastered version, whatever, but first let's begin at the beginning. The album cover, you guys. It was 2006 when it was released, so bear with me. The first thing is that my self-esteem, you guys, was to the ground. I was really heavy, like 280 around there maybe, and I had one kid at that time. The album cover was shot in LA. It was at a guy's house that had cars. The label took me there. You can see by the cover, and I'm gonna insert a little picture of the original release right here. My hair was all different kinds of shades of blonde because at that time I was still learning how to bleach my own hair. That's what I look like, but really excited to be releasing my first album. As you can also tell by the album cover, it is very, very typical chola look. I had the lokes, I had the hoodie, I had the makeup, eyebrows, lip liner, and the hair. I can't get over what I can't get over on that cover mostly, even though everything is like, you know, it's the hair. The hair was all kinds of blonde, a mess. At that time, I was barely learning how to bleach it. So when I wouldn't get a shade of blonde that I wanted, I would bleach it again. And then if it was still not blonde enough, I would bleach it again. Then I would go and get a weave, because that is a weave on the picture. It is a weave with leave out, which they would leave parts of your hair out and braid, sew in the rest of it. I went to a salon there in LA. I don't know why the person that did it didn't tell me it looked that hot of a mess, but they didn't. My eyebrows were completely shaved and just drawn on, as you can see, and I don't think I had any eyelashes on. I think this was still the time when I didn't know about fake eyelashes. I know, right? It's a trip. But my eyes were very heavily painted. Eso sí. I was probably just wearing foundation and Photoshop to smooth me out. Why they couldn't smooth out the hair too, I don't know. I was just grateful that I even had an album at that point, that I even was about to release my album. Also, from seeing the cover, I hadn't seen it in a minute, so you know, this is like unrehearsed. I can tell that I was wearing no lipstick, just lip liner. As you can tell, I was wearing a t-shirt. I don't know where I got it from. I'm wanting to say I got it at the Flea, but I could also have ordered it online, because at that time I was into eBay big time. Like, I used to buy Chicano rap posters on eBay. So if you sold Chicano rap posters once upon a time, I probably bought from you. I had a lot, you guys, and I still have, do I still have them all? I think I do. At that time, I wore t-shirts. I try to not wear t-shirts anymore. Because of this, we look like this more. That's what that picture is also giving. But at that time, I mean, what else could I do? It's nice to look back at it now, but it is kind of embarrassing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because that picture was photoshopped already. So could you imagine what the original one looked like? On the next video, I'm gonna be going into the actual album, starting with Walk Away and talking about that song and the story behind it. So definitely stay tuned, you guys, because esto se va a poner bueno, and if you've been a fan, I know you're gonna enjoy this.